Imagine this. You're on a team with smart, talented people. You all have the same goal, but somehow deadlines are missed, frustration builds, and no one seems to be on the same page. Sounds familiar, right? That's not a skill problem. That's a communication problem. Hi everyone, I'm Irene Kichi Abasolo from BS.1-A, and today we're diving into one of the most powerful tools any team can master: effective communication. It's not just about talking, it's about connecting, understanding, and making sure everyone is heard. Whether you're in a classroom, an office, or working remotely, how you communicate can either drive success or lead to chaos. For you, what is communication? Communication is the process of exchanging information, ideas, thoughts, or feelings between individuals or groups through spoken words, written text, gestures, body language, or digital means. Communication, it involves a sender who delivers the message, a receiver who interprets it, a medium or a channel through which it is delivered, and lastly, a message, which is the context. First, it builds relationship effective. Communication fosters trust, understanding, and connection among people. Second, it promotes collaboration. It enables teams to work together efficiently, share ideas, solve problems, and make decisions. The third one is reduces misunderstanding. Clear communication helps avoid confusion, errors, and conflict. The fourth one facilitates learning and growth. Sharing knowledge and feedback encourage personal and professional development. Fifth, drive success in workplace. It ensures goals are understood, tasks are coordinated, and productivity is maintained. The sixth, influences and persuades. Good communication skills are essentials in leadership, negotiations, and motivating others. And the last one, support emotional expression. It allows people to express feelings and manage relationships in healthy ways. So now, we already know why communication is important. But have you ever thought about the possibilities of why sometimes communication might not work? While communication has meaningful impacts on our lives, there are also some breakdowns. Effective team communication can break down for many reasons. Here are some common possibilities why it might not work. First, lack of clarity. Goals and expectations are not clearly defined. Second, poor listening skills. Team members sometimes interrupt, zone out, or ignore the input. The third one, cultural or language barriers, which means sometimes differences in language, costumes, or communication styles lead to misunderstanding. Fourth, lack of trust. Team members feel unsafe to speak up, or they have a fear of judgment or retaliation discourages openness. Fifth, ineffective leadership. It refers to a failure in guiding, motivating, or managing a group or organization in a way that achieve goals, maintain morale, or support growth. The last one, lack of engagement or participation. It refers to a situation where individuals, whether employees, students, team members, or citizens, do not actively contribute, interact, or invest effort in a given project, activity, or environment. Good communication is the backbone of any successful team. Without it, even the most skilled professionals can fall short of their potential. Now, let's dive in. So let's talk about the 5 practical tips that will help your team communicate better, collaborate stronger, and succeed together. First, be clear and concise. Say exactly what you mean using simple and direct language because sometimes long or confusing messages can lead to misunderstandings. For example, instead of saying, "Maybe we can look into this later," say, "Let's meet tomorrow at 10 a.m. to discuss this." It's clear and concise because you set the date and time instead of saying "maybe later." Second, practice active listening. Pay attention when someone is speaking. Don't interrupt or zoom out. This shows respect and helps you understand the message correctly. For example, nodding, asking follow-up questions, or repeating what they said to confirm understanding. Third, use the right communication tools. Choose the best way to communicate based on the situation. Some tools are better for certain tasks. For example, a quick chat is good for short updates. A meeting is better for planning a big project. For example, use email for sharing documents, video calls for brainstorming, and messaging apps for quick check-ins. Fourth, encourage open feedback. Let team members share their thoughts and suggestions freely. Example, after a group task, ask, "What went well? What we can do better next time?" It helps everyone to improve and creates a positive team environment. The last one, respect cultural and personality differences. Understand that people communicate in different ways due to their background or personality. Respecting these differences avoid conflict and build stronger teamwork. For example, some people may prefer to speak up in meetings, while others are more comfortable writing their thoughts. Both are valid and should be respected. In any team, whether it is school, the workplace, or a community setting, communication is the thread that holds everything together. Without it, even the best plans can fall apart. But with effective communication, teams can solve problems faster, reduce misunderstandings, and create more positive and productive working environment. These tips may seem simple, but when practiced consistently, they can truly transform the way a team works together. They help create a space where everyone feels heard, understood, and motivated to contribute. Remember, communication is not just about speaking, it's about connecting. And when teams communicate effectively, they don't just work together, they succeed together. Thank you for listening, and I hope you can apply these tips in your next team project or collaboration.